Hey everybody, it is Coach Z again with another instructional video. Today's is on the book, The Ever Imposing, So Scary. It's not that scary. I'm going to put you at ease. Here we go. One of the things that you're going to do is you're going to just start from the top of the bottom of the book. You find the next open clean page, right? Oh, look at that. I didn't get the next open clean page. I must have missed a few. There it is. So we want, so we just keep looking, and I only missed it by one, right? So where's it? So let's say, for example, today the Monroe County words are going to be visitor, so it's better for the camera. So what you're going to do is you're going to put MCW right there, or you could go ahead and type out MC Warriors. And you know, whoever the visitors are, you type over here. You can put their coach's name if you want, not required. You can play that if you want, not required. Date, definitely required. Let's put that date on there. Today is 11, I think it's the 8th. I don't even know what day of the week it is. My week's running together. So you're gonna get one of these lovely sheets from your coaches. It should be in numerical order. That is extremely important for you. The reason being because, well, when you in the middle of the game, it's a lot easier to find people if they're in order. So you're just going to sit there and go. You're going to go number 5, number 11, and you want to check to see if maybe somebody is out of order. It looks right here like I might actually have someone out of order. So you might fix it and you sit there and go, all right, so you just line through it, because most of the time the coaches don't want these sheets back. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. You might just want to ask. So it looks like we got a 21, a 23, a 25, and sometimes if you get this really late in the game, the name is not as important as the number. The number is really what matters. And you just on down the line. 40, 43, 44, 45, 51, 52, and voila. Ta-da! Now you've got your numbers in order. The next thing that you're going to pay attention to is you're going to go ahead and understand, like you're going to ask the refs or the coach, like how many timeouts they get in this game, because that differs. Sometimes it might, depending on the game, it might only be 2 fulls and 1:30. So we're going to mark out that 30, and we're going to mark out the fulls that they don't get, right? So they get 2 full timeouts, 1:30. The rest of them are marked out, and then from that, you are ready to go, believe it or not. That's all you need to get started. So the game starts to go. One of the things that you're going to be asked to help with is called possession. It's the hardest thing to keep track of in the game, only because you got to pay attention to the refs. So there's a 50-50 ball. The ball gets knocked out of bounds. The refs can't really tell who it is, so they decide that they're going to look at who had possession last and then give it to the other team. So they look at the position arrow. And so it starts right here with circle the first possession. So if the home team wins the tip-off, you're going to go ahead and mark that the home team has won the tip-off. Looks like my laundry's done. And then when there's so the next time that there's a 50-50 ball and the refs sit there and look to the thing, they're going to mark it, and you're just like, all right, well, they got the ball. Now it's the next team's turn, and you just keep slashing it on there. Between you and the scoreboard operator, you should be able to sit there and have a good handle on possession. The nice thing is referees typically also have tricks to also keep track of possession. Our referees are wonderful. Go ahead and put that one out there. Thank you, referees. You guys are awesome. So as the game goes on, let's say someone scores a bucket. It is really simple. All we're going to do is they score 2. You're going to put a slash through the 2 because they scored 2 points. And let's say number 5 scored it. You're going to put that 5 right there. And then let's say they get a steal, and immediately number 21 shoots a 3. So you're going to go 1, 2, 3. You're going to go 3 points on the board. You're going to go 21. The top is what is the most important. Down here is nice, but the top is the most important. And so we keep going. So let's see, 23 scores a 2. and then let's say 25 scores a 2, and then 5 scores a 2, and then 21 shoots another 3 because they're having that kind of a game. And this is all you need to keep track. Now let's say that's the end of the first quarter. If it's the end of the first quarter, you're just going to, if that's the last bucket scored, you're going to just color in one part of that triangle. That lets us know that the first quarter is over. And then sure enough, you're going to come right here to first quarter, and it looks like they scored 14 points in the first quarter. Right? And then the second quarter starts. And so second quarter starts, and number 43 gets a 2, number 43 gets another 2, and then number 43 gets fouled. He goes to the line. So let's talk about that. They get a foul. So we're in the second quarter, right? We're going to come down to second quarter, 43. They get 2 shots, so we're going to make the glasses. All right, it just looks like it's 2 circles, right? If they shoot and miss the first one, you don't fill it in. They shoot and make the second one, you fill it in, showing that they scored, they made that second free throw. And then right up here, you're going to put 43 scored another bucket, right? So 43 went on a tear. Good job, 43. And the nice thing about doing it this way is that it also allows you to, if the game is, someone's called a timeout, burp, oh, there's a timeout, they hit the clock. It looks like the Warriors coach decided to use a full timeout at 3 minutes and 42 seconds. So we're going to go second, right? We're going to put a 2 here for the second quarter, 3 minutes and 52 seconds, right? 2, put a /. It doesn't matter how you do it. It's just kind of, you need something there that says when and what quarter, right? And then you're rock and rolling. Now, let's say, for example, immediately after this timeout, number 43 getting tired of getting fouled ends up causing a foul. So, poof, they call a foul on him. He's going to pick up a personal. So, 43 is going to pick up a personal foul, and that is 1 team foul in the second quarter. And once again, we put their number there. So, like I said, the only thing that we really must track down here is the fouls and the free throws, because coaches like to know how many free throws they missed. So, but you can come back later and be like, well, let's see, 5 scored 2 in the first, and then it looks like 5 scored another 2 at the first, and then it looks like 21 scored a 3 in the first, right? So I put a 3, and then 23 scored a 2, and 25 scored a 2. And oh, look, 23 got another 3. And then you see in the second quarter, we only had 43 scores. So they got not only that free throw, but they got 2 and 2. Right? And then, the play resumes and we get a 3. And it happens to be number 23 this time. And 23 gets a 3 in the second quarter. And if that is the last bucket of the second quarter, just go ahead and fill in the full circle. So that tells us that it was 22 points scored at the end of the first half. And obviously the difference between 14 and 22, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 points were scored in the second. And there you have it. Now, as the game continues on and we go into the third quarter, you just continue to, if they score a bucket, put the / and put the number, 45 for 2. This is also where we talk, right? A lot of times, because the scoreboard operator, if you've watched that video, the scoreboard operator actually gets to watch a large part of the game, because mostly what they're doing is flipping the switch. So they're really the voice, the book person, because they have to look down and see where to go. So the scoreboard operator will sit there and be like, he'll say Warriors 11 for 2, and you'll just go, all right, got it. And he'll sit there and go, Warriors number 30 for 3, and you'll put it down there, and he'll sit there and go, up, team foul on the Warriors, number 5, up, there we go. So here, see, third quarter, because we're in the third quarter now, number 5, we mark him 1 personal foul. And then play goes on. We get a number 51 with a 2. And you just keep marking it. And then all of a sudden you end up with, it's like the referees call a technical. All right, we got a technical foul. So if the team gets a technical foul, that's going to be right here on the coach. So, looks like the coach got a technical. So we're going to mark it. Coach got a technical. You know, and this first half line, because some games are by halves and not quarters. So if it's by quarters, you mark it by first quarter, second quarter. If it's not by quarters, you're going to mark it right here by first half. Now, the reason why that is important is because there is this thing called the bonus. And the referees will tell you what that amount is, because in varsity, it's right now this year in varsity, there's the rule of once they hit their fifth foul, the next one is double bonus, which is why this is grayed out right here. In a half game where there's only a first half and a second half, there's not 4 periods. You're gonna have to ask the refs what is double bonus, but that's it. It is as simple as that. Let's say this is the last bucket scored for the third quarter. Oh, little trick, by the way. Since I did the first quarter on the upper, I like to do the third quarter on the lower. It's just a meism. So 31, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 9 points scored in the third quarter. It's looking like it's a good game. Hopefully the Warriors are winning. But I coached that team. They were pretty good because they worked really hard. And at the end of the game, you just put in the final score, and voila, that is it. The board is the book is super simple. Put a dash, put a slash through the score itself of what it should be, and then the number of the player who scored it. Then you come down here and put the numbers, mark the personal fouls, put the numbers underneath the team fouls here, timeouts there, score there. It is not as scary as people think. We do not keep up with, we're not keeping up with rebounds, assists. We're not keeping up with any of that stuff. This is it. Just score, just fouls, just timeouts. Well, thank you for joining Coach Z joining me, Coach Z, once again for an instructional video. If you have any questions, feel free to hit up any coach, and we'll be glad to help you out. But we're always looking for volunteers. Go Warriors!